resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement.
This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. This is the Black Pill Podcast. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, we in here, man. Man. Yo, you know, everybody wondering. Shout out to everybody, right? Who's everybody? But no, in all seriousness, man, everybody's wondering what happened to Black Adam. Where Black Adam been? Man, life opened up a can of whoop ass on me, ninja. Life said, it's time for you to get right. Yeah, bro, life been beating me down, bro. Life been beating me down, bro. It's not easy, dog. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy, but I'm in here, man. We're going to be back to the regular show, back to regular scheduled programming. Y'all know what it is, man. We're going to do this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever, my ninja, whenever. Okay? We're doing this whenever. Let me X this out. All right, let me pull myself up, man. Hold up. Yes, sir, I'm in here. Why I look like that? Why I look like I'm lagging? I don't know. Am I lagging? Am I lagging? I don't know. But we in here, man. We in the building. Yeah, like I said, we're going to go back to regular scheduled programming. So y'all know what it is. Regular scheduled programming is 6 p.m., 9 a.m. 9 a.m., 6 p.m. That's how we doing the show from now on. So we're gonna have the morning show. We're gonna have the morning show. We're gonna have the nighttime show. So, you know, I'm in here late night. I don't know if we're gonna keep doing Sundays. We're gonna see. I might just post shit on Sundays. But for now, assume that we're doing Sundays. If you guys want to come through. Y'all know what it is. Follow me on all my platforms. You dig, man. Let's get into today's show, or tonight's evening show, before we start the work week tomorrow. tonight's evening show. DDG's brother, DuB, fights troll at DreamCon who called the streamer doo-doo garbage. Ninja. Now, first off, it's hot, so I'm taking this off. I got my bald head in the building. Well, I mean, I ain't bald. Y'all know my hair can't stop growing. My hair can't stop growing even if I cut it. Yeah, bro. Yeah. My hair can't stop growing, but I'm in the building, man. What else to say? Hey, yeah, so the reason why this is a big deal to me, actually, before I do that, let me make myself not so yellow. Why I'm so yellow up in here? Hold up. What the hell going on? Is that better? I think that's a bit better. Yeah, man, like I was saying, I look yellow. Well, I look cheesy today. But yeah, yeah, bro. So this is a big deal to me, and the reason why this is a big deal to me is because, you know, I've called this ninja DDG doo-doo garbage. Okay? What the fuck? Excuse my French, it's Sunday. I've called this ninja doo-doo garbage. And I ain't know ninjas was beefing about calling you doo-doo garbage, so now they trying to do you in if you make fun of people. Damn. So that's gonna be the main event. We'll talk about that in a second. I got some things I wanted to discuss with you guys. I don't know if I'm putting my hair back. That's one thing. I got my hair in the bag. Yes, sir. I got my hair in the bag. Hold on. Yeah, I got my hair in the bag. I mean, I can always reattach it. I ain't going bald yet. You know, my hair is growing. It's been a week. I already got hair on my head, and I cut it bald. Now I got hair. So, I mean, we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully my patches come in. If they don't come in, like I said, we'll figure it out one day at a time. But with that being said, man, let's get into today's show. Past that, I'm thinking I should grow out the beard. I don't know if I'm gonna grow out the beard like a full beard, because I mean I could grow the sides, but I will grow the goatee. Maybe spread it out. Let me spread it out. Yeah, like the money spread. I'm gonna spread it out. All right, man, let's get into today's show. Let's see what's popping off. I ain't been here in a while, so if I don't do the best, please bear with me. All right, man, first things first, we got a 21-year-old former flight attendant facing decades in prison after being caught with 101 pounds of paraphernalia in her suitcase. Ninja. I'm trying to figure out why my sound so loud. Hold on. Is it me? It might be me. Let me lower it just a little bit. It might be me. Yeah, that's shocking, my ninja. That's shocking. Not really shocking because people do it all the time. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's the dumbest thing you could do. But British flight attendant, 21, is accused of smuggling into Sri Lanka, facing decades in prison. Ninja, I'm here to tell you, my ninjas, hey, bro, the drugs is not that good, bro. I'm gonna tell you like that. They ain't not that good, bro. They are not that good. I don't know why you ninjas tripping on the drugs. Let me put my volume down here. Maybe that will help. Yeah, bro, the drugs is not that good, bro. I don't know what y'all ninjas going through. I'm not gonna say I did drugs. I've dibbled and dabbed in certain things. Shout out to alcohol. I've done alcohol. We'll say that. I've done alcohol. Yeah. I've done alcohol, and I'm here to tell you, past that, I ain't gonna lie, I did some alcohol yesterday, bro. Last night, I was so tired. Because like I said, life opened up a can of whoop ass on me, bro. Shout out to life. Hold on. Yeah, bro. Life opened a can of whoop ass on me, and I said, you know what, it's time to get serious in my life. I'm sitting here playing when I got the skills and propensity to surpass all of you ninjas, okay? Before I say the actual N-word on here. But yeah, yeah, man, I did some alcohol yesterday, and it was pretty good. I had some Tito's vodka. Shout out to Tito's. I had some Tito's vodka, yeah. And boy, I had some Tito's vodka with some grapefruit soda. And boy, when I say that thing was hitting, boy, that's how much it was hitting, boy. It was good. It made me want a cigar, but I was like, bro, we ain't touching the cigars no more, not until we actually get really successful. That way we could be blowing these cigars. I don't need to blow no cigars. But it's like I said, bro. Yeah, bro, the drugs is not that good. I don't know what's wrong with you people. Let me see what else popping off, man. I've been gone for a minute, so let me see what I got to show you guys. There's a lot of things going on. Hey, you remember when I kept telling you guys about AI and how AI is taking over? We're starting to see that the people who are messing with the AI are starting to come to the realization that I've been at over a year ago, which is the fact that AI is going to dominate society in the near but far future. And I'm going to show you proof. But before I get there, I have other things to discuss. First things first, shout out to our president and commander-in-chief, President DJT. Shout out to the president. And like I said, shout out to the Democrats and the Republicans, the conservatives, what do they call, what's another term for the Democrats? Oh, the liberals. Shout out to the Democrats and the Republicans and the conservatives and the liberals. I'm here to tell you, I don't give a damn about none of that bullish, okay? I don't care. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because it's all fake, even charity. Besides the point, I'm saying that to say you guys will never hear me, or maybe you have already, I don't know. Now that I kind of taught myself some form of media training, you guys will never hear me come on public social media and disrespect the commander-in-chief. Ninja, are you niggas crazy? Shout out to the commander-in-chief. Yeah, whether or not you like him. Whether or not you like him. And hey, if I lose fans or followers or supporters from that, it is what it is, bro. Because at the end of the day, I got my citizenship that I'm trying to keep. Salute to the immigrants, though. Salute to the immigrant. Hey, it's crazy out here, bro. I got a lot to show y'all. It's crazy out here in these streets. I got to be careful. Hey, shout out to all them immigrants. Hey, my ninja. You speak another language, my ninja? Speak English, bro. You in America, bro. You in America, bro. You in America, bro. You better speak English, my boy. I'm just trying to help. I ain't trying to hurt. I'm trying to help. Speak English, bro. My advice to you. But we got President Donald Trump saying he doesn't rule out pardoning Diddy. Ninja. Ninja. We are, people, we are living in, what is it called? Black Mirror? We are living in Black Mirror. Or what's another? Oh, well, shout out to the people that like comics and stuff like that, like comic books. I like comic books. So where you guys say Black Mirror, that's more mainstream in here. Shout out to the nerds that like superheroes and shit like that. I call it the Flashpoint Paradox. Have you ever seen the Flashpoint Paradox movie? That's what I call it, okay? That's what I call it. So the best way to describe the Flashpoint Paradox, you see how we have different versions of Spider-Man, Batman, all that. The Flashpoint Paradox is basically where it all started. Flashpoint Paradox, if you know Flash went back in time to stop something from happening, and by doing that, he changed the course of everybody's future. So somebody was Flash in the reality that we live in, and Flash did whatever he did, and now the reality we live in is completely discombobulated. Look, people, I'm gonna give you game. Look, let me give you proof. For example, I'm not supposed to be in Texas right now. I'm supposed to be in Florida. I'm supposed to be a lawyer. Somehow, some way, I'm in Texas doing whatever I'm doing. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? It's just crazy. It's crazy. I call it the Flashpoint Paradox, people. But yeah, besides the point, Trump doesn't rule out pardoning Diddy. He says, I haven't spoken to him in years. He really liked me a lot. He concluded, I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me. Hey, shout out to the president. Every time y'all hear the song, every time, oh, look, bro, they tried to demonetize the ninja, bro. Look at what they did. What's wrong with my, what's wrong with the camera? Let me see. They try to demonetize the ninja. Damn, like that though? What I say though? Let me see. What they don't know is I have multiple cameras. I'm built for this ish, but hold on, let me see. Let's see what's going on here. They try to demonetize the ninja. Hold on. They can't stop me though. Hold up. I'm gonna get it back up. Hold up. They can't stop me. I told y'all they can't stop me, bro. They can't stop us, bro. What do y'all think, bro? Do you know who I am? Bro, do you know who I am? Bro, if y'all ninjas knew how much work I put in, you guys don't have the stomach. Shout out to CGA. Shout out to Sugar Free. You know who Sugar Free is? Sugar Free is a pimp, not the glorified pimp culture, but shout out to Sugar Free. Sugar Free said it best himself. Do you have the stomach? I got the stomach. I'm here to tell you, I got the stomach. My stomach be messed up every day, so I got the stomach. I can handle it. Back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. Here we go.
A friend of yours back then, he has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
Well, nobody's asked. You had to be the one to ask, Peter, but nobody's asked. But I know people are thinking about it. I know they're thinking about it. I think some people have been very close to asking. First of all, I'd look at what's happening, and I haven't been watching it too closely, although it's certainly getting a lot of coverage. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, he sort of, that relationship busted up from what I read. I don't know, he didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden. You know, it's different. You become a much different person when you run for politics and you do what's right. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country, as we said.
Yo, I don't know if I'm tripping, bruh. Why he talking so fast? Am I tripping?
But what the hell, boy?
I think they sped it up. I think normally Donald Trump does not talk that fast, but it could be me. I could be misguided and undecided. Here we go.
Our country's doing really well because of what we're doing. So it's not a popularity contest. So I don't know. I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
Mr. President, Diddy was
Oh, and also everybody answer the poll in the chat, bro. When y'all find y'all way to my page, shout out Facebook. I ain't pull a poll up, but let me see. YouTube, the question is, do you think the fight was staged? Vote and tell us what you think in the comments. Let me see if I can put it up on Facebook. I tried, but I don't know. Create poll. I don't know if it went through. It probably didn't go through. What up, Twitch? What up, Rumble? Y'all know we on all these platforms. But yeah, like I said, yeah, shout out to the president. So yeah, he might pardon Diddy when it's all said and done, especially just because he's not really rocking with the federal government. There's something to be said about that, and we'll keep you guys updated. Let's continue. Other things I have to show you. King of the Hill. Shout out to the, I don't know if is redneck a slur?
But what the hell, boy?
Is redneck a slur? I don't know if redneck's a slur. I'm not trying to be racist, if you will, or prejudiced. But shout out to the lower income white people. Shout out to my white ninjas, my white brothers and sisters. We have King of the Hill set to return. I'm pretty sure that's what they watch. I don't know. Okay, don't get mad at me. I ain't got no clue. But I'm pretty sure lower income white people, maybe rich white people watch it too. But I'm pretty sure this TV show is geared towards lower income white people. So shout out to my white brothers and sisters on the lower side of the socioeconomic scale. With that being said, yeah, King of the Hill is set to return in summer 2025, 15 years after its cancellation in 2010 or 2010, with Bobby grown up. Shout out to Bobby. I'm Bobby Mudda. After years of working a propane job in Saudi Arabia to earn their retirement nest egg, Hank and Peggy Hill return to a changed Arlen, Texas to reconnect with old friends Dale, Boomhauer, and Bill, reads the revival's official log line. Meanwhile, Bobby is living his dream as a chef in Dallas and enjoying his 20s with his former classmates Connie, Joseph, and Shane. As a kid, you don't really understand King of the Hill, but when you get older and check it out, you really understand that, John. Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was just thinking that in my head, bro. I had no idea what was going on with King of the Hill. I used to just look. But now that I think back, bro, it makes so much sense, bro. Shout out to the men. Hey, bro. Especially like as the knit, like, bro, like them ninjas just sitting there sipping a beer and talking. You like, yeah, I get it, bro. I officially get it. Hey, bro. Shout out to King of the Hill. Shout out to King of the Hill. By the way, we in the Rumble Creator Program, so we got to find a way to make 200 hours in the next month on Rumble. I got no clue how I'm gonna do it, bro. We made it to the Rumble Creator Program though, but bro, I got no clue how I'm supposed to do that. I have to generate 200 hours of watch time. So I need like 100 people to watch the show for 2 hours straight, or I need 1,000 people to watch the show for 30 minutes straight, or I need 10, you see what I'm saying? Or I need one person to watch 200, you see what I'm saying? But it's even more crazy because in the last 90 days, I don't even think I hit 200, bro. I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked. I'm like, bro, why would they even make me apply, bro? I got approved though. I'm happy about that, but like I said, I'll figure something out. In other news, we got Tinder adding a height filter so that women can what? Excuse me? My bad. It says Tinder is adding a height filter so that women can filter out short men. Ninja. The crazy thing about it is the women that are short, like, first off, I'm 6'1", so I guess I made the cut. I made the cut, but besides the point. So, you know, it's so funny because the women that are like 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", up to like 5'5" and below, or 5'5" and below, they have no clue whether or not you're 6'1". I'm here to tell you. They just know that you're taller than them. Shout out to the short ladies. Shout out to the short ladies. Shout out to the short men as well. You know, I'm not going to say I empathize with you, but I can understand how shit like that might grind your gears, because that's not cool. My dad is actually 5'7", so I'm shocked that I made it this tall, or 5'8". I'm shocked that I made it this tall, and my brother's actually taller than me. He's like 6'2". Y'all see my cousins, they're like 6'4" and 6'5". So yeah, I understand y'all sentiment, bro. As one of the shortest in my family, it irritates me to be short, and like I said, I'm 6'1", and it irritates me to be short. So I understand how y'all get annoyed. Another thing I seen too on the net, they got this like surgery now where they could turn around and make you taller. First off, I think you should not do it, bro. Don't do it, bro.
What the hell, boy?
Don't do it. Do not do that surgery, because what happens if you really got to push your legs? Your legs just going to give out on you, bro. Let me show y'all the surgery. Hold up. Let me see if I can show y'all the surgery. 1 second. We're going to go to TikTok. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. TikTok. Boom. Boom. Interact. All right, let me see. Height surgery. Look at this foolishness, people.
What would you do to gain 7 inches of height? Well, this young man underwent limb lengthening surgery where the bones of his lower leg are broken and then they are separated using an external fixator. That fixator, you have a screw that you turn 1 millimeter a day and it separates that bone by 1 millimeter a day. And the idea is that new bone will grow in that millimeter gap. Now, as you can see,
so basically it's like what it is. It's like what the fuck? Excuse my French. It's like when you build muscles. So when you build muscles, you rip your muscles and then you tear open some new muscles and then they grow over the old muscle and make the muscle stronger. So I guess they're stretching your bone and your bone scar tissue. They're using that to create more bone scar tissue. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
he has to do a lot of physical therapy to heal from this. There are major risks of complications such as osteomyelitis, which is an infection of the bone. And this is not something I recommend. Would you do this to gain 7 inches of height?
7 inches? I would be 6'8" right now. Ninja. If I was good, if I was bold enough, I ain't gonna lie, I would say sign me up, bro. I was gonna say sign me up, bro. I can't do it right now though. I'm just not that strong, bro. Shout out to this ninja. He about to get some free promo. All right, no music. So 1 year post. Look at this ninja. Look.
But what the hell, boy?
This ninja walking like he got doodoo up his butt, bro. Shout out to doodoo garbage. Shout out to doodoo garbage since he's the main topic today. Doodoo garbage and his brother are beating up people, man. What's going on with the world? Damn, ninjas can't take no jokes, man. Ninjas was calling me under the bed. They was calling me darkness. They was bro, imagine, bro. Hold up, bro. I was thinking about that today, bro. Ninjas in school was calling me darkness, bro. They was like, darkness. Like, they would see me, bro. They would see me and go, darkness.
But what the hell?
Evil.
Boy?
Kids are evil. But I'm saying that to say, bro, ninja call you doodoo garbage. Ninja, you about to beat somebody up about it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Don't pull up on me, bro. I use weapons, bro. And I said it a bunch of times, bro. I said it and it's stamped on my page. We call DDG doodoo garbage, but I think we're gonna change his name now, bro, because ninjas getting their feelings, and I don't got time for people trying to pull up. You know how ninjas pull up. Ninjas can't shoot the fair one, and then everybody gotta die. You feel me? So we're gonna call him DVD. Shout out to DVD now. That's DVD name now. We're gonna call him DVD. I told y'all though. Bro, ninjas get their panties in the wad now. Shout out to the men being the new women. Men, you guys are the new females. That shit crazy to me, bro. I had to learn self-restraint. It's a lot of times I should have did it to a lot of people, and I ain't do it out of respect for my family. I think you ninjas should have the same sentiment. That's how I be feeling. But besides the point, because I don't want everybody to be like me. Because if everybody was like me, the world would be practically boring, or it might be exciting. Besides the point, let's continue. In other news, like I said, shout out to President DJT. He made it to the show again. Hey, shout out to my Mexicano. Well, I mean, I'm in Texas. What up, Texas? Shout out to my Mexicano brothers. You know, back home. You know what I'm saying? Back home in Florida, we had the Cubans and the who else? I mean, I don't really know. I don't be mixing like that. I ain't one of them what do they call them? Not supremacists. I'm not one of those colonists. I don't know what's the term. I'm not one of them ninjas that's like, oh, you know, I can only be around my people. I don't be mixing like that because I know the truth about the stereotypes that go on in other communities, ninja. So it's kind of hard for me, you know, it's hard for me. Like, I rock with the people that rock with me, right? Shout out to the people that rock with me. Y'all know who y'all are. You know, I love you with all my heart. But the rest of the ninjas, like the rest of the people, across the diaspora, this includes black people as well, Ninja, just so you know. This includes, like, y'all don't see me walking with these ninjas. I ain't doing none of that. But I'm saying, like, you know, I know about the stereotypes and the colorism that goes on in other communities. So once you understand that, it just changed, you know, it's just, and I'm good. I forgive y'all for what y'all don't understand. But it changed the whole dynamic of like, especially with the men. Shout out to the women. If you don't like me, I don't give a shit. Shout out to the women who don't look like me that like me too. I like you too. What's up, baby? I like you too. But I'm saying, so like I'm already on 10 with Ninja. So if I feel like it's some issue, you know, especially with the whole colorism thing, you know, I'm not the type to fake the funk, right? I'm just gonna say it like that. I ain't gonna fake the funk. So you're not gonna see me pull up on you, hey buddy, let's be buddy. You know what's happening? Let's be friends. Nah, I ain't doing all that, bro. I'm just gonna look at you, gonna look at me. And it is what it is, bro. But yeah, shout out to President DJT. I don't know whether or not this is true, and this show's also for entertainment purposes and commentary only. If anything, this is comedy, so don't take it serious. Because I remember when I first started, ninjas was getting in their feelings, boy. Men, women, everybody in between. I'm like, bro, everybody faking it on social media. I come in, ninjas getting in their feelings. I'm like, bro, it's not that serious. But yeah, over 100 illegal immigrants were arrested by ICE at a Florida construction site. Ninja, don't get mad at me. I'm just reporting. Here we go.
That's gonna be one floor above us.
All right, so let's see what's going on here. They got them essays, bro. So more than 100 people were detained in one of Florida's largest single. Hold on. Let me take off the volume. Y'all could just look at that while I read. Yeah, so more than 100 people were detained in one of Florida's largest single-day immigration raids at a Tallahassee construction site on May 29th in what was described as a panic scene, with some law enforcement wearing face coverings and camouflage. Ninja. So they pulled up on that ninjas. They pulled up on them ninjas with the mask on, bro. So they didn't even know if this was real or fake, bro. What I was finna say. Hey, shout out to Latinos for Trump. Shout out to Latinos for Trump. Are you guys happy? You know, that's what the left, that's sorry, my sounds be killing me. Hey, that's what the radical left be saying. Shout out to Latinos for Trump. Are y'all happy, bro? Is this what y'all wanted? Did y'all get what y'all wanted? You know, believe it or not, there are still Latinos for Trump saying, yes, this is what I wanted. Let's continue. And I know because I'm in the deep South, like I'm in the heart of the United States. So I see the things that they don't actually speak about. Like it's spoke about in our land, like this land, but the governing land of Texas is not the governing land of the United States of America. But like I said, we're kind of centralized. So everything flows through Texas. If you didn't know, everything flows through Texas into the rest of the United States. So imagine the port, shout out to Corpus. Y'all know what it is. You know, they, what's the other one? Galveston, shout out to Galveston. Also California too. Like if you go to California, you see the ships and shit. And I mean, I guess you see it in Miami and New York, but I'm saying like the main thing is like Texas, from what I remember and what I was told when I was in trucking school, because I was a trucker for a little bit. So, you know, I was traveling and shit. And when I was traveling, that's what they told us. But yeah, bro. Hey, Latinos for Trump. Shout out to you, bro. Here we go. Hold on. We got to play the video for you.
Lined up dozens of construction workers at a check-in table to see who was here legally and who was not.
Mind you, these are hardworking citizens, people. Hey, this ain't my business. It's not my fight.
Emotional scene for many watching. Some saw their loved ones loaded onto a bus in cuffs and carried off. We spoke with one woman whose husband called her this morning scared as agents stormed the site.
This morning about 8:56.
My thing is, why do you niggas stay? Why? Why not dip? Why not dip? I don't know, bro. Maybe it's me, bro. I'm confused, bro. Bro. Like, for example, I'm gonna give y'all an example, right? And I've said this many times on the stream. God forbid, y'all know how people, hold up, we gotta stop the show real quick. Do y'all know how people get like caught up for like something they didn't do, like when they go to jail or they have to go to prison for something they didn't do? Oh my goodness, bro. I have to say it like that, bro, because look, bro. God forbid. I always pray, I'm like, God, please never let these people try and take me for something I didn't do. Bro, I don't know about you ninjas. Bro, I am not going, bro. They're going to have to take me, bro. They're going to have to literally put me in a straitjacket, bro. If they try and take me to prison for something I didn't do or something, you know, like I said, I don't know about this one. You know, the white people going to get mad. Shout out to the white people. They're going to be like, oh, it's not their country. It's not their country. It's so crazy, but I mean, if you go back into history, it's so crazy because this was Mexico-America. What was this? Mexico was America at one point, Ninja. Yeah, I said it, Ninja. And then of course, the Mexican people sold the American part, the United States part. They sold parts of the United States to the territories, to the 13 colonies, but this was Mexico at one point. So this is just mind-boggling to me. But you can't say too much as a black person in America, because if you say too much and if you're too smart, they kind of, they target you. That's why ninjas wonder why I be playing like I'm stupid. Oh, trust me, I'm not stupid. I gotta play like I'm stupid because you don't know who's watching. But besides the point, yeah, bro, I pray to God, bro. I pray to God they never try and take me, because if they try and take me, bro, I'm not going, bro. They have to put me in a straitjacket. I'm running. I'm going to Mexico, bro. I'm running, bro. I mean, that's just me, though. That's just me. It's ninjas who sat down and did 20 years for something they didn't do, and then 20 years later they get exonerated. Ninja. Bro, I'm running, bro. You heard what they said, you need to leave, bro. I'm running. I don't understand why they stayed. I would have just said, time to go look for another job. What do we do? If I get into some shit, I ain't gonna lie, I'm the king of I'm the king of disappearing acts, bro. I get into some shit, you'll never see me again. You'll literally have to ask people where I'm at, because I'll go low key, bro. I would show y'all, bro. I have like 20 phones right now, no bullshit. Ask my people. They was like, why you keep switching phones? Oh, I'm just hiding out. What you hiding from? I don't know. I wasn't hiding from anything, though. Let me just put that out there, because, the Fed's watching. I wasn't hiding from anything. I'm too much of a square to actually do some real criminal shit. I'm not trying to sit in jail with a bunch of men. But, yeah, I'm saying, though, bro, I'll go ghost, bro. Y'all ninjas will never see me. I don't know why them ninjas stayed at work when they seen Ice. I remember when I first seen Ice. The first time I seen Ice, and I still remember because it was traumatic, and they wasn't even after me. They ain't looking at me because I'm dark. They like, oh, this ninja. And I say hello. They're like, oh yeah, he sounds like an American. Yeah, it was before COVID. I think I was working at like a manufacturing plant. It's out here in Texas. And I seen them pull up, and they got the glizzy on them. They look like the police, but they don't look like police. They look like covert ops. So I'm seeing them. I'm like, bro, I'm thinking we about to get robbed. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Bro, I'm looking, bro, because they don't really have something that say Ice like that until after they pull up. Then you see the Ice stuff. So when they first pull up, bro, they masked up, like masked up, like, hold up. Masked up, watch this. They like this, bro. Uh-oh. They like this, bro. Them ninjas like this, bro. So them ninjas, look. So look, follow me for a second. Yes, sir. Yeah, I got a man. Yeah, just in case I got to dip on you ninjas. In case I got to pull a fast one on you ninjas. But yeah, so them ninjas come through masked up like this, but reversed. So they come through masked up like this, reversed. And when they come through, they got the glizzy on them. First of all, let me take this off. I look like a fool, bro. I know if my parents see me, they like, look at this fool. What I was saying. All right, so look. 1 second, y'all. Yeah. What I was saying. Yeah, so they come masked up like reverse, right? And then they got the shades on. And then they have what is it called? A military vest. They have an armor vest on. What is it called? They got armor on, just in case, I guess, whatever the case may have you. And they got them glizzies with them. So I'm seeing them at my regular job, and I'm just like, bro. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, bro, in my head, I'm thinking we're about to get robbed. And kind of find out, I see him grab a couple people. And that's the first time I ever heard about Ice. I ain't even know they was actually a thing until then. And after that, you start seeing more about it. You start seeing more about it on social media. I didn't know there was even an organization that existed. And it's just because that's not my fight. So shout out to all the migrant people, immigrant people who got their status, whatever, got their citizenship. Hey, you better thank your parents, bro. You better thank your parents. Shout out to shout out to Black Madam. I don't like to put people business out there. But yeah, Black Madam a citizen too. It is what it is, my ninja. Talk shit, swallow spit, my ninja. Talk shit, swallow spit. Y'all better get y'all citizenship. Here we go.
Someone calls me. They're working on the building right there behind us.
Damn, baby.
The immigration had the building surrounded.
You see what I'm saying, right? So look, peep game. Hold up, peep game. So y'all know a lot of times y'all think I'm just trolling and shit. Like, yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm making jokes, but a lot of times I'm very straightforward. So even when I told y'all earlier with the media training that I did my quote unquote media training. I was just making the joke earlier. But when I said that, oh, you know, I'm saying what I was saying earlier with my content creation and people was taking me serious, I'm actually being serious. I'm being passive aggressive, but I'm being serious. I'm using my words as a weapon. So boom, you see how this lady just said they surrounded the building? Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, bro. When I seen them ninjas, bro, I thought we was about to get robbed at my job, bro. Cause the way they move like a covert unit. So they just pop up. They pop up. My bad, I'm spitting. I'm getting excited.
But what the hell, boy?
I'm getting excited. But yeah, I ain't gonna say too much because Tom Hammond gonna come on my ass. Big pause. That sounded insane.
What the hell, boy?
That sounded insane. That was a joke too. But nah, for real, all jokes aside. So yeah, bro, they surrounded the building. So they surround the building and then they just pop in. And like I said, they got the shades on, armor vests, and then they got weapons on them. So then they show, like they come with like the folders and stuff. And then they have the people that they're looking for. And if they're here or not here, and then they go grab them people, they say, let's go. And you're not gonna fight because them ninjas got guns. They got guns, and I'm not saying too much. Shout out to the president. I love America. Hold up. I love America. Don't kill me. I mean, don't take me, please. I love America. Don't take me. Like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only, people. But I like to educate and I like to entertain as well. Here we go.
I heard ladders coming up. They were
I'm
pulling
telling you.
ladders up. All of
Hold
them
up,
were scared.
bro. We have to run that back, bro. Because I'm trying to put y'all on game. This some real shit, bro. You know, everybody on social media want to be big and bad. Oh yeah, this is what we want. This is what we voted for. Nah, ninja, it's some crazy. It's like a coup d'etat, my ninja. Now, I'm not saying it's a coup d'etat because of the president. You know, they like to take stuff and clip stuff and be like, oh, Black Adam said this. No, I'm saying like the way they move, bro, they move like a gang unit. Shout out to the pigs. Shout out to the police officers. Not all police officers are bad though, but I'm saying the ones that are corrupt, shout out to the pigs. Oink. Oink.
I told him just sit down.
Hold up. So look, and that's the thing she messed up. Why you told this ninja sit down? I would have been like, I'm going to the bathroom. Ninja would have dipped. I would have dipped. Here we go. Hold on. Run it back.
They lined up dozens of construction workers at a check-in table to see who was here legally and who was not.
Crazy
An
shit,
emotional
people.
scene for many watching. Some saw their loved ones loaded onto a bus in cuffs and carried off.
Crazy
we spoke
shit,
with
people.
one woman whose husband called her this morning scared as agents stormed the site.
Now, I'm not telling y'all what to do, so I'm not telling y'all what to do because, you know, they'll turn around and show this to ICE. Next thing you know, I'm getting arrested for terroristic acts and activities. No, I'm saying what I would do. This is my personal opinion. I'm not telling you to do this. Me personally, if ICE was not ICE, first off, I'm not an immigrant. I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen. But I'm saying, if people was looking for me, bro, you're not gonna find me. I'm not gonna sit there and wait for you to find me. That's just me though. Let's continue.
Morning about 8:56, my husband calls me. They're working on the building right there behind us, and says that immigration had the building surrounded. I heard ladders coming up. They were pulling ladders up. All of them are scared.
Scared. I'm telling you, like they trying to rob you. I'm telling you, it's some crazy-ish people.
Them just sit down and wait. Don't fight with them.
Fight with them. Fight. Why fight? Why fight? Why would you fight, bro? Just leave, bro. Just say I'm going to the bathroom. Excuse me. El Baño, dip, bruh. Get to the whip, drive off, and be like, "Oh, I mean, I don't know what's going on," and act like you speak English, my ninja. Hold up.
Parrish says they have 5 kids, and now she doesn't know when their dad will be coming home.
Damn.
She stood at the fence earlier crying and begging agents to tell her where her husband was being taken. She now knows that he has been detained. She says this is the second time her husband has been taken into ICE custody. He bonded out in 2019. She says that they're still waiting on his full citizenship paperwork. They lined up dozens of construction.
More information on that. Did you guys know now that getting married to a citizen no longer guarantees you citizenship as an immigrant? Ninja. Whoo. I mean, like I said, these are all sad situations, and I always think about this. I'm like, if the same things were happening to me, well, I mean, to the people that don't know me, I know how the people that know me feel about me, but they're biased because they know me. Shout out to the people that know and love me. I love you guys too, bro. But to the people that don't know me, if they were to see me get detained, arrested, maybe potentially beaten by the cops, police, the 5-0, whatever you call them, the question I always ask myself is, would people step in to stop it? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen this in person. Secondly, when it comes to ICE, I'm not stepping in. I was just begging the question, Ninja. I was just begging the question. That's all I'm saying. Hey, shout out to my Latino brothers and sisters. Shout out to my Cuban brothers and sisters. Shout out to everybody across the world. Shout out to the humans, bro. Y'all got to figure it out. My advice, I don't really have advice because I don't want them to arrest me. But if I was a immigrant, I would be speaking the native language here. I know y'all niggas finna say, oh, English is not the dominant language. Hey, bro. That's what happened when somebody try to help you. Y'all niggas want to sit there and cry about somebody trying to help you out. You want to get mad at the person trying to help you out. You get mad at the messenger. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself if you don't want to listen. Anyways, let's continue because today's not about immigration. We got New Age Jerk Boy. Do you guys remember this ninja? I ain't see this ninja since way back when. But rest in peace to this ninja, man. Sad situation, bro. New Age Jerk Boy reportedly died after a police canine bit him, causing a severe infection. R.I.P. Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Crazy. And that's what I try and tell you guys. Hey, man, this is not the rehearsal. People, can you guys hear me? Let me make it bigger loud. All right, so this is not the rehearsal. Like, this is not the rehearsal, guys. Like, this is it. Like, this is it. We don't know if we reincarnate. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. We don't know. Like, supposedly, if you read the Bible, I didn't bring my Bible. I was supposed to put it right next to me. It's right over there, though. But, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Shout out to the Bible enthusiasts. But, as far as I know, based off of how you interpret the Bible, nobody's in heaven right now, Ninja. I know. Crazy-ish. Nobody's in heaven. They're all waiting for God to come down a second time, or was it Jesus? And when he comes down, everybody's going to be judged, and then that's when everybody goes to heaven. Ninja. So yeah, like I said, this is it. As far as I know, this is it. Regardless of what you believe in, this is it, bro. I'm not saying tweak out, but live your life, bro. Have a good time. You know, do the shit you want to do. Even me, guys, I'm not doing the best. I'm not saying I got it like that. I ain't got it like that. Balling on a budget, making sure to pay my bills, catching up. I'm in catch up mode right now, catching up. So if y'all want to hit the like button and donate to your boy, it's all good. I appreciate it. But I'm saying all that to say I still try and do the things I want to do in my life and my time, because we're getting older every day. Like the way you feel right now, you're not going to feel like that tomorrow, or maybe you will, and maybe you will the next day. But I'm saying in the future, you won't be able to do the things you do now. So that's why you got to kind of push hard and produce whatever you're trying to produce, do whatever you're trying to do. And like I said, make the most of this life, bro, because life is short and you don't know when your metaphorical hands of time, your hourglass filled with sand, you don't know when that last spectacle of sand or speckle of sand is going to drop. So like I said, bro, and you'll never know how it's coming too. So, yeah, bro, live your life, bro. And I mean, shout out to the alphabet boys and girls, because I'm not a member of the community. Whoa. Because I know people who are part of the community. New Age Jerk Boy made the cut. I don't know if he's part of the community, but damn. At the same time, we ain't cracking jokes on the dead because the dead can't defend themselves. So rest in peace to this ninja. Let's continue. We got Corey Holcomb. Shout out to the 5150 show. Now, shout out to this brother right here. You know, he spits a lot of game. A lot of people don't like what he say. I'm using him as a example right now. Corey Holcomb, the way he does his comedy is an example of how I'm kind of doing my comedy. Now, I'm here to tell you, I'm not a comedian. I'm a rapper. I'm not even a rapper. I consider myself an artist. I say rapper so that way I can be politically incorrect and nobody can actually get mad at me, because I'm supposed to say bullshit, because that's what these rappers do anyways, right? But yeah, what Corey Holcomb does is a example of what I'm doing. If you don't understand what I'm doing when I do my show, if you believe in dark humor, no pun intended, this is dark humor, okay? So I might make a joke and you might not see me laugh. I'm laughing on the inside. The reason why I'm not laughing on the outside is because I'm not the best with social cues, or at least I like to think that. So because I'm not the best with social cues, I don't know the right time to laugh or not to laugh. Here we go. But like I was saying, Corey Holcomb's telling the truth is the worst thing you can do. And I had to realize this myself. Shout out to somebody that posted on my page. Somebody posted on my page because I was saying, like, how I always tell y'all this is free game and I should charge for this, and the game is sold and not told. You know, somebody had to say, and no disrespect to this person, I'm just using him to reinforce my point. You know, he was like, you know, only black people do this thing where they feel like they gotta hide the game and not share the game with everybody, and all other communities help each other. And I'm like, no. Like, for example, white people, there's a lower class of white people. They call them white trash, Ninja, if you ain't know. Yes, sir. There's a lower class in the Latino community as well. There's a lower class in the Russian community. There's a lower class and the upper class in the Chinese community. It is what it is. The problem is with you ninjas, right? You ninjas think that I'm supposed to give you guys free information that I had to beat myself down for. And I'm not saying beat myself down in a literal sense. I had to take bullets. Metaphorical, not literal. I had to take bullets to get the information I had. For example, shout out to Rich the Engineer. Rich the Engineer said he's going to do content creation. Right? So Rich the Engineer asked, what does he need to start doing content creation? It took me a year to get the show to this level, and it's not even that good, at least in my eyes, because I pushed the fucking bar, okay? So look, I told Rich the Engineer what he needs because Rich the Engineer is my brother. Shout out to my brother's keeper, right? So look, if you ninjas, if a random ninja, we gonna call him a rando. If a random ninja pull up to me and say, bro, I like what you're doing with that content. How do I get started? I'm gonna say, start with YouTube. That's the best you're gonna get. You're gonna start with YouTube. From there, damn, how can I set my stuff up the way you gotta pay. You wanna know why you have to pay? You have to pay. You have to pay because other communities practice economics with each other. Are you guys following me right now? And like I said, I'm not agitated. I'm animated because I'm passionate about what I do in all aspects. So ninjas, for example, even me, I get pissed off at myself when I look at some of my old music, even though it sounds good, because back then I didn't want to pay. I wanted to take people's beats for free, rap on those beats for free, and call it my own. Ninja, you can't do that. That's not the game, Ninja. You have to practice economics. So the reason why those white people help certain white people, the Chinese people help certain Chinese people, is because they're practicing economics with each other. They're paying each other to get ahead. That's the only way, because you pay me to learn something. After you learn that, what I just taught you can make you more money. That's economics, people, okay? That's economics. So when y'all hear me say the game is sold and not told, Ninja, you don't know what I had to do to get this game, Ninja. Now, I'm not saying I did anything defamatory or anything that I wouldn't be proud of saying, like in front of my parents. Shout out to Papa Black and my stepmama. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I had to eat plates of shit. I had to eat chicken every goddamn day. I had to sit there and learn this shit. Like even my beats that I made, hold up. And I know I'm going on a rant, but I can go on a rant because it's my show. And I don't even know if people are watching. Even getting people to watch the show, Ninja, I had to go through trial and error while this show was messing up. And I have those streams there as proof. This is episode 5 or 6 something, bruh. Do y'all understand me? Are y'all hearing me? Listen to this. Y'all see this beat right here, right? Do you know how many beats I had to do to make this? Do y'all understand I learned this by myself? Now, when I say I learned by myself, what I mean is I didn't go to school. I went to YouTube school, saw what they did, and kept pressing and pressing until I could find a way to make it good. And I put everything together. It took at least 50 hours. And now you want me to come out of my mouth and tell you the same thing that took me 50 hours, explain it to you in an hour so that way you could compete with me. Ninja. So you can compete with me. Crazy, bro. That's why when y'all say y'all want free game, I look at y'all ninjas like y'all ninjas is tripping out here in these streets. You're not getting nothing for free. If you want information, you have to pay. You guys are lucky I even say some of the motivational stuff because I have that mindset. That mindset is $1 million mindset. I can go coach right now. I can go if I really wanted to. This is not what I want to do though. I can go to a professional, minus the coaching, right? Minus not having any coaching experience. I can go as a mental coach into a university or into a college, even at a professional level, and say, if you give me an hour with your players, I'll change the way they think forever because I have that bulletproof mindset. You know how I developed that bulletproof mindset that you want me to teach you in an hour? I developed that through years of bullshit that I had to deal with over time with people I liked, people I didn't like, people try to play me, people try to get over on me, and you want me to give you information for free. Asinine, insane. Well, I'm trying to think of the right terms, the right synonyms. The audacity. It's not happening, bro. Anyways, let's continue. I had to go on that rant. Yes, sir. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So Corey Holcomb, telling the truth is the worst thing you can do. Here we go.
I know, and you guys are not going to be able to disagree with this, If you tell the truth, you're gonna ruffle feathers. If you tell the truth, you lose your job. If you tell the truth, people think you're a bad guy. The truth is the problem that people have in society.
Look. So when I was saying the stuff I was saying about women, shout out to the ladies, right? Ninjas was reporting my page talking about I'm hating this and that. And I was just trying to give out free information to the men that could potentially be like me and get stuck in the pitfalls. Cause I wanted y'all to succeed. Cause I'm like, bro, my life is flipped upside down and turned left and right and around because I was sitting here focused on the wrong thing, not understanding that, to sum it all up, you'll lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money. Facts. So I try to give y'all the tricks and shit that I learned. Ninjas looking at me like, oh, bruh, I like what you saying, bruh. But I feel like you just think you right all the time and all. This is what people telling me in private. I'm asking because I'm like, I'm not getting no likes. And it's all good because I understand the constructive criticism. I'm just using this to reinforce my point, people. Oh, I don't like what you're saying. Shout out to some people in my family. Oh, I feel like that only happened to you. I ain't never seen nobody like that. I'm sitting here looking like,
but what the hell, boy?
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, in a world of 10 billion people, you mean this is only happening to me? And I'm doing the math. I'm like, okay, carry the 6, 2 plus 3 is 5, and divide that by 7. And I'm like, what are the odds that I'm the only person experiencing this, right? That's what I'm thinking to myself. And these people are saying this to me with a straight face. And I'm like, bruh, that's why you don't give out free information. And that's why I don't give no more free game. Y'all want information? Put some dough up. You can donate and then put a comment. Hey, can you speak on this? I'll do that. But past that, nah, ain't no free information unless I'm just in the giving mood. Past that, nah, because like I said, my brain is vast and the things that I've seen and the things that I know, I'm not making it up. Imagine if I made everything up that I said. You know how crazy that would be? You know how amazing that would be? Nothing unreal exists. And like I said, the game remains the same, only the players change. Here we go.
I like to see the reaction to the truth. I know, and you guys are not going to be able to disagree with this, if you tell the truth, you're going to ruffle feathers. If you tell the truth, you'll lose your job. If you tell the truth, people think you're a bad guy.
Let's start segueing into the main event. Damn, so did DDG, did Doodle Garbage get mad about the truth? Did they get mad? Did he get mad about the truth? Hold on.
The truth is the problem that people have in society. I like to see the reaction to the truth. I know, and you guys are not going to be able to disagree with this.
All right, man. Shout out to Corey. Let's see. Main event time. Shout out to Remy Ma. I just had to look. Well, no disrespect to Papoose, but Remy Ma, it's her 45th birthday, and she has the body of a 20-year-old. Yeah, and she in Mexico with it. That's that rapper money. That's that rapper money, dude. Last thing before we get to the main event, or last two things. Oh, last few things. Man, it's a lot. I'll discuss these things tomorrow. Let me see. What can I do? Tomorrow will be Motivational Mondays. But like I told you guys, AI is taking over. Here we go. Hold up.
The notion of stereotypically a man and a gun fighting another man and a gun.
And this is the future I've been telling you guys about, where the people who are in power are starting to realize that AI will be dominating society faster than we think. War is no longer constrained by humans. It's AI versus AI. So the former Google CEO and leading voice in AI in defense argues that warfare has entered a new era where artificial intelligence, not human commanders, is at the center of conflict planning and execution. Here we go.
Or with a horse or what have you. We're now
breaking
that connection forever, because the war will be prosecuted over the internet in one form or another. And in the equivalent of Moscow and Kyiv, people will be drinking coffee while these wars are prosecuted.
And my whole thing with it is, how are we going to determine the winner? Does the AI off the other AI, or are we going to have to submit in one area? Like, how are we going to determine the winner? Let's continue.
And the actual fight will occur above these things, which are essentially robotic. This means, for example, that having a fighter jet with a human in it makes absolutely no sense. So all of a sudden, the logic of everything that we in our military do just doesn't make any sense, right? You should be building attritable, automated robotic systems for defense and offense. No human can plan a battle to either attack or defend against your attack without AI, in particular reinforcement learning.
So like I said, no human at this point in time can live, well, I mean, minus the kids. I'm saying no adult can practically, or majority of the adults need a phone to survive in today's society. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. Let's get to the main event before we get up on out of here, man. Main event time. Hold on. And here we, oh shit, I messed up. And here we go. Main event time. All right, man, it's the main event. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit the like button, not this mug. Yeah, we probably don't got much people in here because I haven't been here this last week, but that's the last time. Even though that wasn't a break for me, that's my break. I'm on this whole every day because we're going to turn this shit up through the roof. Yes, sir. So the question is, was this stage? We don't have anybody answering. It is what it is. I'm still doing the show. Shout out to everybody who watched the playback. All right, so DDG's brother, DuB, fights troll at DreamCon who called the streamer doo-doo garbage. Let me see. Let me see. Where we gonna go? We're gonna go to Insta and pull it up. Let me see. 1 second. Here we go. So basically, while attending DreamCon on Saturday, what is even DreamCon, Ninja?
But what the hell, boy?
I guess I don't know what it is, but while attending DreamCon, it's some kind of convention, I'm assuming. On Saturday, May 31st. Oh, by the way, it's a new month, people. Let the blessings come in. Yes, sir. Shout out to a new month. DDG's brother, DuB, and Entourage got into a massive brawl after someone called the rapper doo-doo garbage. Damn, I gotta watch out in these streets because them niggas gonna come after me because I've been calling this ninja doo-doo garbage for the longest. Shout out to Solominati. Shout out to Solominati. Shout out to Soluminati. Shout out to Spiritual Soul. I've been calling him doo-doo garbage because Spiritual Soul, when they was beefing. The incident happened after DDG took to his stream and told his viewers that people would get dropped if someone called him doo-doo garbage. Well, it happened. According to fans speculating online, what? The man punched and dropped by DDG. Hold up. The man punched and dropped by DDG's brother DuB was allegedly a fan of fellow influencer Bruce Drop 'em Off, whom DDG has had a long beef with. After things calmed down, DDG eventually tried to keep the incident, keep the incident, hold on, this shit tripping. Keep the incident at bay by telling fellow streamer Kai Sanat that the incident was a skit. Kai noticed DDG in the crowd and called him out by first name. DDG, born DDG, turned around and dapped up Kai. The streamer then dapped up DuB by saying, "You fighting in this? What's going on?" "Nah, bro, it's all because of egos. They try to ego you."
But what the hell, boy?
Scary stuff, boy. Kai then directly asked DDG why he out here fighting. The YouTuber turned rapper denied, "We ain't fighting, it was a skit." Kai repeatedly replied, oh, it was a skit. Okay. Boy, that was just the biggest waste of time in my life. Reading that. So they fighting. You can't call DDG doo-doo garbage no more. We're gonna call him DVD now. DDG, doo-doo garbage, new name is DVD, bro. That's it. We're gonna call him DVD, bro. Cause he gonna get in his feelings, bro. DVD. We're gonna call you DVD,
Nobody
bro.
comes up to me and say doo-doo garbage.
You said what?
Nobody comes up to me in real life and say doo-doo. If a fan came up to me on some doo-doo garbage shit, bro, I'ma hold that nigga so goddamn bad, bro.
Shout out to the DDG fans. Shout out to the DVD fans. That's the person you look up to, Ninja. That's what he gonna do. He gonna beat you up, bro. Shout out to the, I'm trying not to say doo-doo garbage. Shout out to the DVD fans, man. What up? Hold up. My bad. I ain't mean to do that. The mouse tweaking. Here we go.
Nobody comes up to me and say doo-doo garbage.
You said what?
Nobody comes up to me in real life and say doo-doo. If a fan came up to me on some doo-doo garbage shit, bro, I'ma hold that nigga so goddamn bad, bro. Niggas know better. But what the hell, boy?
DuB garbage. Like
No recording. Somebody comes up to me and say,
Now, I understand the whole respect thing, right? I understand the whole respect thing. I understand some people aren't playing. I'm just like, there's something to be said about black people feeling the needs to put hands on people when they don't like what they said. Yeah, I said it, Ninja. So the black people don't get their panties in the wad. There's something to be said about white people feeling the need to police black people. There's something to be said about the rest of the lighter complexions communities, Chinese, Asians, Latinos, the white Latinos, not the black Latinos, wanting to be white people so bad, yet they say the N-word. Hey, bro. All right, I'm gonna chill. Let's continue. That was just so nobody got their feelings in the wad or their panties in the wad. I don't know if you can get your feelings in the wad, but yeah. I mean, I understand the whole sentiment. I'm just like, it's just a joke. But then again, if ninjas call me black, I sometimes feel away too, even though I'm black. So I mean, is he DuB garbage? I don't think he's DuB garbage. But I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know no more. People are very people be in their feelings now. I don't know.
check it.
Hold this real quick. We gotta go. Somebody hold it. It ain't hold it. He thought he said, where's that going?
And we're gonna go to TikTok to get more footage. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. Here we go.
Where should go? Where the crowbars at? Nigga, you should have. Nah, he got a head. Nah, he got a
Man, that nigga he needed. Bro, you just seen him get in a fight, bro. What's the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let me continue. If it's not a skit, they probably get banned. I'm here to tell you that that's me seeing with my foresight. They probably get banned because it's not that deep, bro. Hold on, we're gonna pull up the real footage. You know you can't see Nathan on here. Shout out to Instagram. Let's go to TikTok real quick. And YouTube, don't demonetize me because I show this info. Where is TikTok? Boom. 1 second, y'all. I'm just playing. All right, let me see. DDG, DuB. What's it called? Not Comic-Con. What's it called? Oh, DreamCon. Let's see. Oh yeah, man, I wish somebody hit me now. I'm pressing charges on all you ninjas, man. Hey, let me see. I don't know if this is staged. Hold on.
But what the hell, boy?
I think this was most definitely staged, but let's continue. If it's not staged though, I hope he sue all y'all ass, bro. I hope he sue y'all if it's not staged. Bro, I'm waiting on somebody famous to hit me, boy. I'm finna come up off some money, boy. And I don't care. The police can see it. Don't put your hands on me. Here we go. Let me see.
Get your nigga, bro. We suing niggas out here.
Dang. Why are you putting your hands on some, bro? Like I said, gentlemen, shout out to the men, because y'all gotta understand this, bro. We could get mad all we want. Remember I told y'all when Rich the Engineer came out and the dude wanted to fight because, you know, I guess I talked to his girl in the club. Mind you, this ninja brought his girl to the club. Like,
but what the hell, boy?
It's like we could fight, but hold on, my bad. I hit the wrong thing. It's like we could fight, but it's not gonna go the way you want it, because you came looking for negativity. You're gonna get negativity. Now, like I said, in his defense, they did call him doo-doo garbage. But I'm saying, like, damn, so somebody call you doo-doo garbage. I mean, it's a running joke, people. It's a running joke. That's how I know you ninjas is soft, bro. But yeah, we don't know if it's true or not true. All I know is, hey, bro, if you put your hands on me, bro, at this point, first off, lucky if I ain't got no weapons at the function. Let's just start there. If I ain't got no weapons at the function, because I'm letting y'all know right now, bro, I roll with weapons, bro. I do not play no games. I do not play no games with people, because I've been harmed before. And because I've been harmed, and by people that was close to me, or at that point in time in my life, I considered them close to me. So because of that, I play no games with nobody. Nobody. And I don't fight fair either. But one thing I do know is, yeah, if you put your hands on me at this point, bro, I don't care if you're a child, bro. I'm suing your parents. Like I told y'all, I had somebody threaten me on my social media, bro. He was like, oh, what you gonna do, son? I'm like, bro. I told him, what'd he say? He said something about, oh, what I'm gonna do? I said, I'm gonna sue your parents for all their motherfucking money. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? And look, shout out to everybody that find their way to my page. My advice, somebody put their hands on you as a grown adult, knock their ass out, put them on their ass, and after that, sue them for everything they got, bro. Sue for damages and everything. I gotta let y'all know that, because people out here get beside themselves, bro. Sue their ass. Press charges. Press charges, press charges, press charges. Yes, sir. Press charges. I don't care who it is, bro. Who's some of y'all favorite celebrities, bro? Bro, if Shaq put his hands on me, I'm pressing charges, bro. No disrespect. Shout out to Shaq. Who else? Bro, I love LeBron. Best player in the world. Shout out to LBJ, the GOAT. Ninja, if LeBron put his hands on me, I'm suing. What are y'all talking about, bro? What are we saying? Bro, I don't care who you are, bro. No disrespect to Kai. If Kai Cenat, you know, I don't wanna bug him by this hype, but I'm saying if Kai Cenat put his hands on me, my ninja, I'm suing, bro. Shout out to Soulja Boy, Big Draco. Shout out to Big Draco. Shout out to Big Draco. Big Draco always talk about doing stuff, harming people with the gang and everything. You know, he gang affiliate. If that ninja touch me, I'm getting M's. What are we talking about? Bro, if the police, can y'all hear me? Is this thing on? Hello, ladies, are you in here? Hold on, my bad. Hold on, ladies, are you in here? Are the ladies in here?
Hello.
Shout out to the ladies. Hey, man, look, bro. If the police put their hands on me and I can find a way to get some money off of it, I'm suing the police department. If I find a lawyer that said they gonna, because I ain't got no money like that, you know, I just gotta let y'all know. But I'm saying, if I find a lawyer that says they gonna do it pro bono, for those of you who don't know, pro bono is like for the free, so long as they make money on the back end. So you don't pay on the front end, they make their money on the back end. So if I find a personal injury lawyer that tells me we can win this case, because I'm gonna go look, Ninja, I am suing. If the police put their hands on me, I'm suing. You know, police have protected immunity. Did y'all know that? Look, like I said, my goal is to entertain, but also educate. One thing y'all gotta understand too about the police, unless you can prove without a doubt that they were in the wrong, police have this thing called protected immunity. And this is not from Donald Trump. A lot of y'all think this is Donald Trump's new thing. No, this a thing. This been a thing. Now he's just making it a federal thing, but it's been a thing. So when police have this thing called protected immunity, and like I said, I could charge for this game, but I ain't gonna charge since Ninja say I gotta give out some free info. Let me give y'all some free info. The way the protected immunity works is certain shit like the dash cam, you know, the body cam footage, shit like that. So basically, when a police officer, when they have their lights on, I know this because I've had police officers hit me before while I was driving, like hit my car, fuck my car up. And I was finna sue their ass. I couldn't sue because like I said, they had protected immunity. So there was something going on. Supposedly they said it was a home invasion or some shit. I don't believe it though. But basically when I was driving, the dude came, he turned his lights on and zoomed into my car at like 40 miles an hour from a standstill. So I'm driving this way. Imagine I'm driving this way. He came, boom, almost flipped my shit, right? So I'm like, damn. So, they had the head of the police department come down, and I could talk about this because I didn't press charges like that because there wasn't really nothing I could do based off of what the lawyers told me. They had the police, the head of the police department come down, come talk to me, say, is there anything you need me to say to you? I'm like, what do you want me to, you tell me. That's what I told him. And he was like, oh, basically what happened was this and all this stuff. We're sorry about it. We're sorry about your car. We're going to pay for the damages. And come to find out, they didn't even pay for the damages. And like I said, they have this thing, and it's in your insurance too. It's in your car insurance. You can see it, I think, too. Police have this thing called protected immunity to where if they turn on their lights for their car, they're protected by whatever happens because they had the lights on. So they were acting under the duress of a situation, or like I said, something's going down. So when they turn on their lights, they are now protected by the law. They're protected by the law. And that's why I try and tell you, y'all got to be careful out here because a lot of people don't know that. So you get pulled over by a police officer, unless they were blatantly on camera doing something that's violating their code of ethics as an officer. And even if you recorded it, like I said, if they had a reason or a way they can prove that they were doing it based off of their ethics or their code of whatever they have to do, you're going to lose because they have qualified or protected immunity. Why was I telling you that? Can't remember. But my thing is, like I said, oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, so bro, even if the police put their hands on me and they got it on camera and I ain't do nothing, even if I did something, I'm still trying to sue. And my advice to you is to sue their ass too. I'm saying sue everybody. Sue everybody. Sue everybody. Sue everybody. Somebody put their hands on you, sue them. You fall in Burger King, sue everybody. Shout out to this youngin right here who got attacked by this person's entourage. That's what almost happened with Chris Brown. Here we go.
John, get your nigga, bro. We suing niggas out here. We suing niggas out here.
And for everybody that sit there and agree, you can't talk shit about me and expect me not to pop you in your mouth. Yeah, I say that shit, but all jokes aside, we live in a country, as far as I know, where it's a freedom of speech. So if you don't like what I say, walk away. Now, if I'm in your face antagonizing you, I get it. But even then, at the same time, the law says you cannot put your hands on me just because you don't like what's coming out of my mouth. Because we live in a lawful society, not a lawless society. So just because you don't like what I say, close your ears, my ninja, and keep it moving. Now, if you put hands on me, I have a right to sue you and I have a right to defend myself. Now, like I said, I'm from Florida. I live in Texas. Ninja, you put your hands on somebody out here, a ninja could pop you. If you look like you're trying to harm me with an intent to hurt me, like for example, getting jumped. They got the whole thing going on with the young boy right now. I can't remember his name. Oh, Carmelo and the other boy. Rest in peace to the other boy. Bruh. In that case, they kids, but I'm saying as adults, somebody put their hands on you, somebody try to jump you, you could bust at them, bro. Okay? Y'all heard me? You can bust at them, bro. Because it's an unfair advantage. Just like, for example, if somebody was to come at you that's 7 foot, 300 pounds, and you pop their ass, they're going to probably take your side because that person coming at you might be coming at you with an intent to cause serious harm to you. Let me see. Yeah, like I said, I'm not finna educate you guys too much, man. I gave out enough information. Let me see if we can find another. Let me see. Hold on, let me see.
What y'all don't see is after that happened, the 4 homies that he was with jumped on him.
Yeah, that's the footage y'all didn't see.
That's what I say. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like his homies was hoes. I'm being honest, because it's 6. It was 5. It was 5 in the back and then 1 of him. The 6 homies jumped us, right? And the thing is that they didn't do nothing. They grabbed it. I'm thinking it's security how I'm getting grabbed, but I'm like, damn, this is the situation I knew we.
Yeah, and that's why when Black Adam start to blow, like really pop, yeah, I'm rolling with security and we rolling deep, bro, because I ain't got time to play with y'all ninjas. Everybody not playing, bro. Don't put your hands on me, bro. That's one thing I don't play about. I don't like when people even touch me like that. If y'all notice, I be by my lonely most of the time. I got the people that know me and the people that know of me, but I don't be around ninjas like that because y'all ninjas get beside yourselves. Y'all think y'all supposed to police people, and I don't play about my peace, bro. please don't touch me if y'all see me in real life. Say you know me. Say you know me. Don't be like, oh my God. No, say you know me and say you know me like you cool with what I'm talking about. Because if you don't like me, don't pull up on me like it's all good when it ain't, bro. Because I'm one of them ninjas. I hold grudges, bro. I'm going to let you know right now, bro. I say all these things and I try to be right, but deep down in my head, I hold grudges. I got grudges on a lot of people, bro. And I still remember what they did, bro. And they remember what they did too. And I'm still holding them grudges. I'm letting you know now. So don't pull up on me like it's all good when it ain't good. If it's good, it's good. But if it ain't, bro, stay on that side of the fence. I'm going to stay on my side of the fence and it's going to be good. Here we go.
He was going to get in from the beginning because his attitude and his demeanor was, I need this reaction out of these niggas.
Shout out to Maria. Maria said that guy's a clown. He wanted a reaction and did not expect to be checked on the spot. Facts. But I'm going to keep harping on this. People, gentlemen, especially the men, because the women are going to be protected. Women are protected by our society, and we protect women, or we try to. Gentlemen, do not put your hands on somebody, because if you put your hands on somebody, you don't know how they're going to react. You don't know. Try and avoid the situation. I know it's hard. I know we want to always act like we got the biggest nuts, big balls to let my nuts hang, blah, blah, blah. But bro, if y'all put your hands on somebody, at least in the places where I be at, if you put your hands on somebody, a person has the right to shoot you, or even then not shoot you. Let's say they don't have the right, a person will potentially shoot you or cut you, bro. Like, for example, I say this all the time. I'm not saying I have weapons, but I know people with weapons, and them people got them weapons on them, bro. For example, out here, every time I go out, the reason why I don't keep my weapons on me like that is because every place I go into, they be like this, and they be like this, and then they search me. Every time I go out, they make sure to search me, make me take off my shoes and all that. They be digging in my shoes. So like I said, bro, everybody ain't playing, but I understand that. I understand, how do I say this? I understand why they did what they did, but I don't think it was smart to do that, because y'all have money. Y'all don't know if this ninja broke on his last dime. Like I said, if somebody put their hands on me, regardless of what I said, I'm still going to try and sue you for some money. I don't care if I provoked you, didn't provoke you, whatever. If somebody, shout out to my stepmama. My stepmama used to say this to me. She used to say, Adam, if somebody has the power to move you to violence with their words, then you're weak-minded. Shout out to my stepmama. I used to want to put hands on a lot of people. I used to want to beat up a lot of people for fucking with me, bro. But, my mom told me I couldn't do that. So I said, okay, I have to be more mindful. And that's why I try and tell y'all the same thing. It's not that I choose to be not as violent, but I was taught that you got to control your emotions. So people are going to say shit. And I speak from a perspective. Ninjas used to call me darkness. Ninjas used to be like, damn, you look like under the bed. Ninjas used to be like Blackie and all this stuff. Yeah, man, kids are evil. And they know who they are. That's why they don't rock with me now. Every day at school, they used to let me know I was black and all this and that. Mind you, I'm getting good grades. I don't fuck with nobody. I mind my business. I be talking to the girls trying to play ball. And that's what they was telling me. And these are people that was supposedly my friends, people that I knew, people that I didn't know, all that. But like I said, you don't see me putting my hands on everybody, because I knew if I did something, they would turn around and blame me for doing something, especially when it got physical. Yeah, with that being said, bro, I mean, hey, they gonna do what they do, bro. But when this shit pop off, I'm rolling with security detail, bro, because I don't got time to play with people. And I don't like when people try and touch me or come at me weird. Besides the point, man, shout out to DuB. No, my bad. Shout out to DVD, man. We ain't gonna call him DuB garbage no more. That's the moral of today's show. We ain't calling DDG DuB garbage. We thought it was cool. DDG don't like it. We ain't gonna call him DuB garbage. Shout out to DDG. His new name now is DVD. Shout out to DVD. Shout out to DDD. Or DDD. I don't know. DVD, DDG. Hey, man, shout out to DDG, man. Shout out to that ninja, bro. But gentlemen, like I said, I'm going to keep harping on this, bro. And the reason why I'm harping on it is because I'm a black man in America. Shout out to the best country in the world. Hold up. Yes, sir. Best country in the world. Yes, sir. I'm here to tell y'all, bro. Yeah, don't get caught up, bro. Don't get tricked out position, bro. So these ninjas almost got tricked out position. Like I said, if that ninja sue, them ninjas gonna have to put up money regardless of whether or not he wins the lawsuit. They still gotta put the dough up because they're being sued. And that's why I tell you, don't put your hands on nobody if you don't want to deal with the consequences that come afterwards. Now, like I said, if you gotta defend yourself, defend yourself. So like I told y'all, when I was at the club and this ninja was affected and I talked to his girl, mind you, I wasn't even trying to get at his girl. If that ninja said he wanted to square up, shoot shoot the fair one, whatever the case may have you, I would have broke that ninja jaw. I would have broke that ninja nose. Mind you, I'm standing down, I'm looking down at him. I would have messed him up. And he looked like he worked out, and he looked like he knew how to fight. And my brother was there. I ain't gonna say we was gonna jump him, but I was gonna do it to him. And all his boys that was with him. Now, I'm not the best fighter, but I was gonna defend myself. And like I said, I don't fight fair. So if I seen a bottle on the floor, I was gonna break that bottle on his head. Because like I said, I care about my life. And I know that a person that doesn't like me or somebody that's fucking with me doesn't care about my life. So that's why I try to diffuse the altercation. Because if I take it there, I'm gonna take it all the way to protect myself and my livelihood. Now, I'm not saying that's the best thing to do, but what I am saying is protect yourself out here in these streets, gentlemen. If you can diffuse the situation. Always remember, how do you say this? Always remember that you can't reason. Some people can't be reasoned with. So if you gotta fight, like I said, put them on their ass. But if you can diffuse the situation. You should be able to tell within 5 seconds. I can tell in 5 seconds whether or not this is going to go left when I see somebody and how they looking at me. If it's going to go left, I'm already ready. I'm pulling my pants up. I'm finna hit them with an elbow. Boom. Knock their ass out. Break their nose. I'm not playing no games. That's just me, though. That's just me. Don't do as I do. This is just for public opinion, social commentary, if you will. Past that, hey, bro, don't put your hands on nobody. Shout out to DVD. That's it for today's show. Y'all know what it is, bro. We back in here, like I said, man. Regular times, stream 9 in the morning, 9 in the morning for the morning show, 6 p.m. for the evening show. Y'all pull up, say what's good. We got motivational Mondays, course correction on Wednesdays, different shit that we do. We actually have a new segment that we're gonna bring in soon. I'm thinking I'm gonna bring it in. I'm trying to decide maybe after 4th of July. And it's gonna be good. We might bring E-Woo in. We also are going to probably start streaming with Rich the Engineer. We're going to start doing Call of Duty. He wanted to get into gaming. Shout out to the gamers. So y'all watch out for Black Adam Gaming. We'll be on there. We probably do Saturday nights. I'm thinking 8 or 9 Central Time. And we probably hit that for like 3-4 hours. Yeah, and I got a lot of shit I want to do. Music, I might start making my music on the streams too. I'm still figuring that out. Shout out to the Adams. Oh, and shout out to the Eves too. Shout out to the Adam Collective. Shout out to the Adams. Shout out to the Core. The Core is the Adam Collective, and shout out to the Eves. I decided that my men supporters are the Adams, named after yours truly, and my female supporters are the Eves. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So shout out to the E's. Y'all know what it is, baby. Hit my line. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Y'all be safe, man. Stay prayed up. Stay out the way, man. Like I said, try not to get into anything that will cause you to act in a negative form and or fashion. Past that, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Deuces. Yes, sir.